Hey everybody, Monkey Wrench Mike. We are back with another walk around video at IAA Tulsa, Oklahoma. Thanks to my good friends there at corporate and of course in the office. Lots of vehicles out here that can be yours. You don't have to be a dealer. You can sign up on the app, you can buy cars and they'll deliver them right to you. We are on the hunt for a car to tow with, or really a truck to tow with, and maybe a car to buy. And I found something old school that brought back a very funny memory. You really have to be kidding me, right? See all the little pistons? All right, it looks like snow. Come on, car, you're floored. I'm flooring a V12 engine. You thought this was gonna be perfect, right? Why can't I, like, fall in love with a Lexus? Monkey. Wrench. Mike. Yay!
I'm in the car.
What do you think about it? Yep, take a look at this right here. How about an old Pontiac from 1999? This is a Pontiac Firebird with the fancy spoiler on the back. Is that not cool? Yep, this brings back so many memories. Here we go. And I love this. I love how they cut the window out to match that piece right there. On the inside, of course, how about T-tops? Remember T-tops? Yep, they always leaked. But this was a kind of a cool car back in the day. Let's see if she's got any life left in her. We do have a key, which means we're gonna have to give her a little turn. We do have 4 matching tires and a cracked windshield and one very dirty car. Okay, she's a dirty girl, but it's like stepping back into the 90s in this thing. Here we go. Yes. Oh, these seats are uncomfortable. I always thought they were uncomfortable. Ooh. Look how cool this is though. There's a little give to the dash. It's not that hard plastic. There you go, your Pioneer radio. I don't know if she has any power. If not, we're going to try to give her a start. Yeah, she doesn't have. There's no power here at all. So let's see what we can do. Let's see if we can give her a jump start. I do have a funny story about this car. Yeah, so basically, when I was growing up, my sister had one of these cars that she got for graduation, and my brother had a Bronco. Well, my sister ended up going to the mountains of Colorado to work on a ski lift, and my brother went down south to play ball at in Louisiana. So they traded vehicles. My sister took my brother's Bronco to Colorado, and my brother took my sister's Firebird down to Louisiana. And we were back for Christmas one time. We were sitting around at Eskimo Joe's, and if you know Stillwater, you know that's the place to be. A really cool old bar. And we're talking and having a couple of beers, and I don't know if it was my brother or my sister. I think my brother. He said, "Listen, I have something that I have to admit." He said, "The whole left side of your car has been fixed. I had a little accident." And then my sister, without even blinking an eye, said, "Oh, that's okay. I totaled your car too and had to have that one fixed." And they just kind of looked at each other, and then we just busted out laughing. Both of them had wrecked their sibling's car. And I was sitting there like, I got a ticket the other day. That's all I could add to that story. Anyway, yeah, good times with my brother and sister, who have been pretty rough on some of the cars they've owned, especially my brother. But let's see if this old girl has any life left in her. Taking a look under the hood right here, you'll notice something different. I supersized. This is a Noco Boost Pro that my good friend Randy had. Just gave it to me. He knew I had my little one and it wasn't any good, and it could only start maybe 3 cars. So he had a couple extras and he gave that to me. So Randy, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, let's see what she sounds like and if she's gonna start. That's a good sign. We got a bell introducing us to the car. Let's just see. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Okay, the first couple of seconds was kind of iffy. Something's knocking though, right here. Okay. 143,000 miles. On the odometer, we have a cracked dash up there and a broken windshield. I hope this isn't like what I think it is. Yeah. Hope the drive shaft isn't loose and wonky and hitting something under there. Engine sounds pretty good though. It really does. What about the windows? Do they work? Yep. And this one? Yep. Mirror is broken, I've just realized, over on that side. Held together with some duct tape. That's okay. And these things have seen better days. They're homemade little covers. And this is really, really gross right there. That's a super close shot. Sorry, let me back it up. Yep, there it is. Okay. Security is on. Check gauges. We have oil pressure. Very little gas. But she is running, which is very, very cool. So, how about this? Somebody want a 1999 Pontiac Firebird? Aha! That brings us to the end of the Firebird. You'll need a battery. 9 of, what is that, 15. So your battery's 7 years old. That old Everstart has been cranking for a long, long, long time. Maybe there's some life left in her too. I don't know. As far as leaks and everything, well, of course, valve cover gasket. We have spider webs. And more spider webs. Anyway, old engine, old car, still pretty cool. Okay, let's move on to the next. Something that's a little more modern. How about a Q7? Yeah, I got some questions about a Q7. This is a 2009 TDI Quattro SUV from Audi. And it says there is an engine running video. Somebody wrote on the windshield. I don't know why this is so bad. Maybe it just never got waxed, or maybe it was repainted. I don't know. Definitely need a headlight and a bumper and a fender. This is just, maybe that'll clean up. This is dented right in through here. Tires are good. Wheels are good. Let's see what the inside looks like. Okay. Black on black. Nice back seat. Third row seating with just a little bit of legroom for those kids. But look at this. The kids get their own little sunroof. And there's a giant one here for the adults. That's a big, big, big sunroof. Smell. Oh, excuse me. Smells like, what is that, black ice or something? Yeah, what is... Okay, here we go. Ice bomb. I'm getting pretty good at my smells. Wait a minute, we're missing some pieces. Where's your cover? How about that? Is this your battery? Or a battery under here? Holy moly. I don't think there's any power. Why is the whole floorboard missing on this side? We do have a key. It's not attached to anything. Yeah. Why? Now it won't let go. Let go. Yeah, it won't let go. Anyway, look at the dash. This is kind of cool. All these make me think of sad eyes that are crying. I don't know why. They just look like sad puppy dog eyes. It's a comfortable seat. I like the driving position. Let's see what she looks like under the hood. Excuse me, Mr. Ice Bomb. Let's see what's going on here. We got a light bulb for you. V6 3.0 liter. Was this a flood? What is this? This is like sand. Wait a minute. Have the vehicles from Florida already made it up to Oklahoma after Hurricane, what was it, Ida? Yeah, my sister and my brother both lost vehicles and lots of belongings thanks to Ida. I think this is a flood. I don't know. I don't want to... What's this say? Oh, recall. I think this is a flood. Really bizarre. Okay, so we have a key. We have a jacking point. Do we have oil? Ugh. There is very little oil. There's very little. I don't want to start this and damage it. I don't think I'm comfortable. I don't want to break a car and then have to buy it. But this, yeah, she was somewhere. She really was. I'm sorry to see that. This was a nice car though. Wow, it doesn't really smell like a flood though. I don't see a water line mark. If you go into the auctions now, what you're going to find is they'll have a little line written on them. It'll say WL, like water line, or WM watermark. And that's how you know how high the water got on the cars. My sister lost a nice BMW 4 Series and a new Expedition. The BMW was completely underwater. Yeah. This is a mess. Okay, I am so sorry. I am sorry. S-Line, Audi Q7. I don't feel like I can trust myself with starting you. So we'll just keep on looking. Sorry about that. And finally, yep, I got to admit, I couldn't make it through a day of walk around videos without highlighting a Mercedes. Yep. I don't know why. I don't know why I like Mercedes so much. Anyway, this is the ML350. I have worked on these before. I had a friend who was a sportscaster, and I fixed his ML350. He loved it. It had a lot of miles, and he just talked the world about this car. And this one looks to be like a nice one. As you can see, there was some damage on the outside, so you'll have to address that. It's just on this side, though, really. Okay? Maybe a couple of doors. Maybe you can get some Bondo and fix this out. It's not major. The door still works. You have a nice little side step right here. Most of the damage we haven't got to yet. I just saw it myself. Anyway, on the inside, yeah, she looks nice. She does look good. Something has changed, though. I'll show you in just a second. I just saw it for myself. Okay, so we do need a fender. I don't think we can Bondo this out. We definitely need a fender and a bumper. Cha-ching, cha-ching, and headlight. Cha-ching. Everything else, windshield seems to be good. Tires seem to be good. This side seems to be good. Let's see if my suspicions were correct. No, maybe not. I don't know. This just looks a little different than this. So maybe it just wore out. Maybe it was replaced, because this seems to wear a lot and this seems to wear a lot in a lot of the Mercedes, because they just have such nice high bolsters. But this one is from 2011. I don't know if there's power. They've given me room to try the key just to see. And there is no power. There is no power with this one. So you know what that means. We're gonna have to give it a try. Yep, it's a comfortable car, and this model is relatively easy to work on. Much easier than that S63 that I had. Come on, where's the... There it is. There it is. Let's just see what she looks like under the hood. And voila, big old V6. You got yourself a V6 right here. And I don't see, well, maybe there's a little bit of a leak right at the bottom. Maybe just where they just kept overflowing when they would change the oil. Otherwise, it looks pretty typical. Pretty typical now, doesn't it? Okay. Mileage on this one, does it say? I don't see mileage on this one, but we're going to have to give it a quick try. Got the old NOCO going. Thanks again, Randy. Appreciate that. He is a good guy. And when people leave nasty comments about him, I usually respond or I just delete them because they don't know Randy. If you knew Randy like I knew Randy. Oh, I'm kidding. Okay, we have power. 149,000 miles. Let's see what she does. And she's fine. That tick will go away. It's a normal thing. And look at that. Okay, let's see. Mercedes-Benz. Radio works. Air conditioning is cold already. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Auxiliary battery malfunction. Okay, that is not a big deal. That is not a big deal at all. So, what do you think about this car? I don't remember seeing a trailer hitch on the back. These are fun cars. I've got a good experience with them. Would it be good for the channel if I was better in body work? Probably so. Look at the clock, how it tries to catch up. Let's see, 2:23. 1:23. Okay, you haven't been changed over. It's been a while. Okay. That's okay though. A little bit of sand. Oh gosh, why is this? Okay. I don't know why there's sand in the ashtray. Maybe they just collected seashells and this is where they put them. Engine sounds good though. Engine sounds really good. Okay, so what do you think about the ML? You like it? These are good little cars. Just needs a couple of 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hours of body work. And she'd be fine. She'd be a good car. Well, I've learned something very important on this walk around video. Do not bring a big gulp from QT and drink it and do walk around videos when you are so far away from the bathroom. So we're gonna end this video and I'm gonna make a beeline for the potty because that's a lot of fluid that's going through. Yeah. Anyway, thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. If you haven't yet, please hit that subscribe button. Give me a thumbs up or two and leave a comment or two because I read each and every one. And at the very least, I put a little heart because I like the comments. If you talk bad about somebody, that comment goes away. And that's the fun about it. That's what I like about YouTube. I don't have to accept all of these comments from these people. If I don't want to see it, I get to delete it. Can't do that as a news anchor. But we'll be back with another video very, very soon, whether it's on the 190E or that E320 with 315,000 miles. We're back again, and we'll see you soon. Have a great day, everybody.